Hey there, I'm Trisha and welcome back. In today's video, I am going to be bringing you my Asian Readathon TBR. So this is my second time filming this because all of my footage was unusable that I recorded earlier today. So I am filming this in a different location than I normally film, and I don't have any of my books with me. So we're gonna jump right into my TBR, and I'm gonna be inserting images of all the books right here. So the Asian Readathon was created by Cindy from Read with Cindy. I will leave a link to her original announcement video down below. Definitely go check it out. She is hilarious. I absolutely love her channel, and I'm really excited to participate in this readathon because it is a full month readathon. It takes place the entire month of May, and there's only 5 challenges to complete. I'm super lazy. I have a hard time participating in readathons because they are too short or too complicated for me to really get into. So there are the 5 challenges for you to participate in the readathon, and then there is an added twist if you want to make the readathon a little bit harder. And the added twist is that every time you pick a new book to count for another challenge, you have to read a book from a new Asian nationality. I'm gonna get right on into my TBR. I do have 4 books that are gonna complete all 5 of these challenges, and then I have an additional TBR just in case I finish those 4 books early and want to continue the readathon for the rest of the month. The first book on my TBR is The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. This, I will be perfectly honest, I have no idea what it's about. I picked it up because I thought the cover was absolutely beautiful. It is a fantasy / historical fiction. It sounded interesting when I originally picked it up. However, it has been a long time and I haven't read the synopsis on it recently. This particular book is going to count for challenge number 1, which is read a book by an Asian author. R.F. Kuang is Chinese. The next book on my TBR is Orange, the Complete Collection Volume 1, and this is by Ichigo Takano. This is a Japanese manga that is kind of slice of life meets sci-fi. It's about a young girl who receives a letter from supposedly herself in the future telling her that she should befriend this guy that's about to enter her life, befriend him so that he does not suffer a terrible fate. And she doesn't believe that this letter is from her future self until some things that are detailed out in the letter start to come true. I saw Sam from Thoughts on Tomes pick this up for a tome topple a couple of rounds ago, and it sounded really interesting, so I'm super excited to get around to this one. This is going to count for 2 challenges for me. Challenge number 2, read a graphic novel with an Asian main character or by an Asian author. And also challenge number 4, which is read a book that was originally published in the author's native language and has been translated into the language you prefer to read. And so Ichigo Takano is Japanese, and this was originally published in Japanese. The next book on my TBR is The Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chosky. This is all over BookTube, so I'm not going to go into the synopsis on this, but it's going to count for challenge number 3 for me, which is read a book with an intersectional main character or an intersectional author. And Roshani Chosky is actually Filipino and Indian. The last book on my TBR is the group book, which is 1,000 Beginnings and Endings, edited by Ellen O. And this is for challenge number 5, read the group book, and this has multiple Asian authors or Asian characters. So that is my main TBR for all of the challenges. And then I have a couple of books that I will probably intersperse or pick up once I've finished those other books. I have Monstrous Volume 2 and Volume 3 on there, which are by Marjorie Liu and Sana Takeda. Marjorie Liu is of Taiwanese, French, Scottish, and Irish descent, and Sana Takeda is Japanese. I also have The Samurai's Garden by Gail Tsukiyama, and Gail Tsukiyama is of Japanese and Chinese descent. Also, Geisha A Life by Minako Awasaki, and she is Japanese. This is a memoir of her life as one of the most renowned geisha of her time in the early 1900s. The next book on the list is Angel Fall by Susan E. And this is a dystopian book about an angel apocalypse, I guess. I've seen it on BookTube, sounds really interesting. And Susan E. is Korean. And then the last book on my list is a nonfiction called The Underground Girls of Kabul by Jenny Nordberg. And this is about women in Afghanistan who disguise themselves as boys in order to have more opportunities in their education and lives. So those are all of the books that I am hoping to get to once I finish my main TBR. Sorry about the camera angle change there. My battery just died. Let me know in the comments down below if you have read any of the books that I have on my list, or if you are participating in the Asian Readathon, what are some books that have made it onto your TBR? And now is a perfect time, if you have not already done so, click that little subscribe button down below if you'd like to see more content from me, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!